Hey, what's up, you guys? It's X. As you know, I haven't been feeling the greatest recently. Nonetheless, though, I'm here. Obviously, I'm not in the best spirits, but I just feel a great calling to keep going and keep making videos, even if I'm mentally kind of out of it. Just had a disagreement with a super close friend of mine, and I've been through that twice in 2025, and it was terrible. And I mean, it's given me a lot of experience to just know that people sometimes need their space. They need to do their own thing. So it's okay. And I'm hoping that we can be friends in the future after a time skip. And if not, if that's where it ends, then oh well. See, like, I don't even want to put this up, but it's authentic, you know? It's authenticity, letting you guys know about what's actually going on. So, yeah. I've lost all of my teams on my MacBook, unfortunately. So I got inspired to make some new teams on my PC, because I still have all my PC teams. And yeah, I have some teams from 199 and Ladybug too in here. But here's a team I built. I have CB Gira. So it's a little team showcase for you guys. CB Gira. We have Shukaberry Koo. Lulu. I'm him, the Dawn fan, because Dawn fan is just so great right now. And I guess you could say this team was somewhat Dree inspired with the Sizer Mag fan core. And then we have the Colberberry Me, which Cubic Skunk used quite a bit. I mean, a lot of people have used it, but I saw him use it quite a lot on ladder back in the day. Shout out to Cubic Skunk, man. That's the GOAT. And then we got, I really like Nasty Plot B, and considering that it was used so much in SPL with great success, I really just wanted to build with it. Also, from the replays against my buddies, which are going to be some really great games, because especially versus Hugo, I built some really creative stuff, and made for some really interesting games. Yeah, we got Lum, the Scarm lead. I put Lum on B. I was just thinking of like doing something different with the held item, and it's never a bad idea to have Lum, especially against Paris spam. So yeah, I thought Lum would be an interesting choice for a held item. Then we got Life Orb gone. BKC likes the Outrage instead of Roost, which is super cool. I like that set too. I figured it would be a good idea to keep Roost. Then we got Ironhead, Jirachi. So this is good versus Clef. Those Clefables, they're going to want to Thunderwave you. You can get off your sub and can just break them down. And then we got Choice Scarf and Fernape. And if you guys don't know, I'm actually a pretty big fan of Choice Scarf and Fernape. I like using him. I think he's great. And also I just use kind of the mixed set, because I don't think physical is that great with Flare Blitz. I kind of like physical, don't get me wrong, like physical set is cool, but I think special is the move for sure. Just considering, look at the stats here. You know, special attack is a lot higher, so you know, Flare Blitzing max HP Metagross and not killing it is painful. Although there's something just special about physical attacking Infernape. If you play through the games, then you get it. Next up, yeah, so this is my first ever team that I built that is stall, actually. The offensive junkie himself, Ball Out, makes a stall team. And if you guys know Christos, I used to play him a lot all the time on the ladder, SPL player. He uses Quagsire quite a bit on his teams, and on some stall teams that were like variations of Big Six or other stall. So I figured that I would do my own variation, and that variation happened to be a combination of Zap and Fan. Considering that the Zap Fan, well, I guess Gira Fan Tar is a pretty common combo, but also just Zap Tar Fan is very common as well, and with Jirachi. So, you know, I sent this over to Dridri, and then he told me that this is a good tournament team. By the way, if you were wondering, all of these teams were my prep for global championships, but unfortunately I did have to drop out of the tournament because of what's happened with grieving my friend, and then May betraying me was kind of the nail in the coffin for me. I mean, obviously I'm not going to sit here and act like I was some kind of perfect person. There was things that I did wrong that were messed up. Well, I should say they weren't that messed up because I was just making a lot of jokes that you make with a best friend. But I think those jokes might have been misinterpreted over text. That's a common thing I notice with a lot of friendships, is people get along in person or over VC really well, but sometimes things get lost in translation over text. And that can lead to issues. But I think that May needs to be on her own and not be my friend at this point. And I hope that she becomes a really good Valorant player. I hope that she gets her own PC. And I hope she reaches Immortal. And I hope she becomes a game changer professional. Yeah. Or just, you don't have to do any of that. You can just continue to have fun playing whatever you want, May. But yeah, I hope you graduate college, and thanks for being my friend. So I was really looking forward to bringing this. Check this out. So I was just looking at clef sets, and oh, I don't know why the EVs are messed up here. Oh, I guess these are the right EVs. Maybe? Yeah, because I want to be able to just take damage, but yeah, these are the right EVs. By the way, if you didn't know, this is Johnny G2's old username on his alt, and I'd always face him in class. Oh my god. I'd be in the middle of econ class getting called on while facing Johnny G2. That's probably when I was in the most dire situation of my life. I'm facing a player of that caliber, a 90 GXC ladder peaker tournament protege SPL player, I believe SPL player, and I'm getting called on in a subject that I'm like not the greatest on. That was quite the experience. I was sweating bullets. Oh man. Mainly because the econ. Johnny and I played a ton that day. We must have ran into each other like 5 or 6 times, or even just in that time span. We just played each other a ton, and he definitely won most of the games, and I was pretty happy to even win some versus him. So yeah, so we have a Choice Scarf, Tyranitar. This should actually have Stealth Rocks on it, now that I think about it. So there we go. And yeah, so this Clefable is so dumb. You just you take damage and then you just use your focus sash because you have magic guard, and then you just endeavor to like get them to 1 HP. And then if you have, see, I have sand up off rip, so then they just die to sand, right? It's pretty silly. We got Mixed Knight, CB Ape. By the way, this was on the website. CB Ape's great. We have the Akaberry Gross. Has Pursuit on it. You gotta love Pursuit. Gross. And these EVs, I don't even... To be honest with you... Oh, it's Spadef. Yeah. So I made him Spadef. I just chucked 100 into Spadef. Not sure if that's optimal, but I just figure it's nice to have that if I'm coming in on a Specs Lottie or Scarf, even Scarf Lottie, just a little bit of extra Spadef. I think Spadef Gross is awesome, so yeah. And we got DD Gira classic set with lefties, so it's pretty cool. I'll put all the teams in description below for you guys. Here's what I really like. So we got CB Zelf, and then we have the Meadow Plate B, which is something that I'm a super big enthusiast of. I mean, Leaf Storm just hits so hard when you have this on because it makes it 1.2, so it's really cool. And we got the FWG core, Fire Water Grass core right here, with of course the classic Shaka Tran. I was thinking of making an HP Elec or something like that, but just this set is just really solid, so I ended up going with that. And then we have a Specs Kingdra to just catch people off guard. I don't have a Rain Dancer on this team. I couldn't quite fit it, so I ended up just opting for a random Choice Specs Kingdra because you never know if that can win you a game, bro. And Specs Kingdra is awesome. So yeah. We got Jirachi with Shuka Berry, the mixed set, and we got Choice Scarf Scissor for a change. Why not? You know, we always use Flygon, we always use Rotom a good amount of the time, so why not switch things up and get a Scarf Zor in there? This team might have issues with Dragon Dancers, but it's pretty offensive. I think it'll be okay. And it's a tournament team too, so it's not meant for the ladder. So here we have a Suicune offense, and yeah, funny names. So yeah, this is really nice set. I've got right here U-Turn, Thunderwave, Ironhead, Stealth Rock. I was kind of thinking through these teams very deliberately, and got Calm Mind Suicune full special attack. I typically would put a little bit of HP investment, kind of like on the Breloom Scarf team. And then we have our Gengar. Yeah, so a Choice Scarf Tyranitar on offense is fun, so that's why I have this here. And double Scarf with the Ton and Spookshire. That's an MTG Xerxes reference. And then blue Lava Lamp. Lava Lamps are really cool. I'd love to get a Lava Lamp for my room. Perhaps a blue one. We'll see. And yeah, this is just kind of like a solid hoe. I don't know. There's not much to like really yap about on this. It's just great. Then we have Swords Dance Loom, and if you don't know, this is actually a 6 that I've built with before. This is a 6 that Crystal has built with, and then I tried to recreate the team that she had when I faced her on ladder back in like 2021 or 2022. This is like completely different team though, even though it's the same 6, which I find so interesting. It's like you, as a player, you grow and develop, and you come up with new ideas, and you put your own original spin on things. And I wasn't even trying to recreate the team. It just so happened to be the same 6. I guess it makes sense, you know. There's only so many teams you can build in DPP. Game's been around for 20 years at this point. Damn near 20 years. So yeah, Shinedown. SD Loom. We've got Lychee Berry, so it's grass type. So if Quagsire comes in, right, because if you have Thunderwave sub, then you're screwed versus Quagsire. This one, you get rid of him. Swampert's gone too. And we got the Choppleberry T-Tar, which is super duper cool. Crunch and Pursuit, superpower. And then we got Shukaberry, Gross, Agility, Thunder Punch, Meteor Mash, Explosion, and Choice Scarf Lottie. So I think this team is extremely solid. Kind of pair spam to set up your Breloom right here, and so you can get off that SD and superpower. I liked Ladybug's SD Breloom team. I wanted to make my own variation that was more hyper offense centered. So yeah. Then we have Calm Mind Lucario team. I like Rotom Lead. I think Rotom Lead is very cool. So I made Colbur Berry Rotom team, and very fun. Then we have classic Shukaberry Transet. We got the Calm Mind Luke, DD-Tar, and then we have Double Scarf, Zone, and Flygon. Yeah, that's kind of 199 lives type of building. So yeah, just it's kind of just a standard like hyper offense team. Very fun. So I'll put these teams in a paste below, and yeah, maybe someone can get some use out of them on the ladder, or maybe even in a tournament. And I'm gonna continue to keep building teams, and maybe even try to rebuild every single team from that video that I made, because those teams were pretty cool and I'd like to keep them. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It says Ball Out, aka X, signing off.